Hello everyone. My name is Sarah, and I'm writing this not to seek validation or sympathy, but to share a story that I hope will serve as a cautionary tale for anyone who might be tempted to take the love they have for granted. I'm not proud of what I've done, and my heart aches every day as I think about how my life has changed because of my actions. I loved my husband deeply, and I still do. But I made a mistake that cost me everything. I met my ex-husband David in college. From the moment we met, I knew he was special. He was kind, patient, and always made me feel like the most important person in the world. We built a life together, full of love, laughter, and dreams. I was so proud to be his wife. We had our ups and downs like any couple, but I always believed that our love would carry us through anything. But then, I did something that I never thought I was capable of. I had an affair with a colleague at work. It started innocently enough, small conversations during lunch breaks, harmless jokes, and eventually confiding in him about things that I should have only discussed with David. I don't even know when the line was crossed, but it happened. I let myself get swept up in the attention and excitement, and before I knew it, I had betrayed the man who had always been there for me. It wasn't intentional. I wasn't looking to hurt David or destroy our marriage, but that's exactly what I did. The affair didn't last long, and it wasn't even fulfilling. The man I was involved with could never compare to David. He didn't have David's warmth, his sense of humor, or his unwavering support. What I had with this other man was shallow and empty, and I realized that too late. David found out. He's always been perceptive, and when he confronted me, I couldn't lie to him. I confessed everything, and the look on his face is something I'll never forget. It was a mix of pain, betrayal, and disbelief. He left that night, and despite my desperate attempts to make things right, he never came back. For weeks, I begged him to forgive me. I called, texted, and even showed up at his place, pleading for another chance. But David had made up his mind. He said he couldn't trust me anymore, and without trust, there was no way to rebuild what we had. I've never felt so lost and broken. The man who had been my rock, my best friend, was gone, and it was all my fault. The pain of losing David has been unbearable. I've fallen into a deep depression, struggling to find joy or purpose in anything. The man I had the affair with is long gone, and even thinking about him now makes me feel sick. He wasn't worth it. He never was. I threw away the love of a good man for a fleeting moment of excitement, and now I'm left with nothing. To make matters worse, my actions have destroyed my group of friends. Many of them were close to David as well, and they've distanced themselves from me. I can't blame them. I've also lost the connection with David's family, who were like a second family to me. Not having them in my life anymore makes me feel cheap, excluded, and utterly alone. It breaks my heart to think about how I've hurt so many people who cared about me. David, on the other hand, seems to be doing better without me. He's moved on, focusing on his career, his hobbies, and his friends. I see pictures of him on social media, smiling and happy, and while I'm glad he's found some peace, it hurts to know that I'm no longer a part of his life. If there's one thing I want to convey through this story, it's this: cherish the person who truly loves you. Don't take their love for granted, and don't make the mistake of thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. I lost the love of my life because I didn't appreciate what I had until it was gone. Please, if you're reading this and you're in a committed relationship, don't let yourself fall into the same trap I did. Temptation might come, but it's not worth the pain, the guilt, and the destruction that follows. Hold on to the person who stands by you, who loves you unconditionally, and who makes your life better just by being in it. Thank you for reading my story. I hope it helps someone out there avoid the same mistakes I made. Please cherish the love you have. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to the blog. Let's help spread the message of valuing and protecting the love that truly matters.